Just a friendly reminder that the opinions expressed on this show are not worth a Canadian penny, so disregard anything you hear that might get anyone in trouble. And despite some of the great ideas you may hear, don't try them at home. Go to a friend's house instead.
It's time to get a gun. That's what I've been thinking. Well, I could afford one. And if I did just a little less drinking, time to put something between me and the sun. When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun.
Welcome to Slamfire Radio, episode 654, recording live on May 13th, 2026. I am your host, pistolless-ish peasant, Cowtown Tony.
I'm another one of your hosts, Pistol Full Adriel.
Another host, Mini Pistols, Kyle.
Short pistols, small pistols, big pistols.
Yes.
All the pistols.
All the pistols.
And I am your final host. Dustin has owned all the pistols. The movie guy. I didn't have an ending for that. There's no period.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Good
You
enough.
have owned a lot of handguns, Dustin. I haven't owned a lot of
Yeah.
handguns. I've owned a lot of
Okay.
rifles and shotguns.
I have a picture of like 25 of them on my bed. I felt like an arms dealer at one point. Like I owned a lot of pistols at one point because I wanted to own everything. I wanted to know how they all worked.
I've owned the most I've ever owned now, and I think I've got like 12 or something,
Yeah, I've got good double digits still, but
but never 20. And I didn't like, unlike I think I've owned every like value priced hunting bolt action rifle. I've owned them all.
Yeah.
But
And
Yeah,
handguns?
because it's a
No.
business purpose, right?
and that was me for like pretty much every like consumer pistol that you'd expect to find at like a consumer level. I bought and sold them all the time just because like in case I really wanted that armorer's ticket bad, and I wanted to know if I encountered a gun on set, how does this work? And the best way for me to do it was to buy it, shoot it, rip it apart, learn how it works, and then sell them. Yep. The only time I ever got a call from the CFO, there was one time where I had 4 guns coming and 4 guns leaving in a week, and they were like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Well, look,
You can just ask them, if you think I'm doing arms dealing, would I tell you about it?
well, yeah."
Like logic.
Inevitably,
Use
they
it.
ended up giving me a BFL, so it all worked out.
I bought it, got bored with it, and flipped it.
There's some I wish I kept. There's a couple I miss. A couple I'm sad I didn't keep. That Desert Eagle, I wish I'd kept that. I know where it lives. I want it. I want
I
That
don't
means
really
it's
any
somewhat
upset.
accessible then.
It's a stupid gun. Oh,
I wish I had kept my 1911.
What kind was it? A good
It
one
was
or not?
it was a SIG.
that
And
It is nice.
what series did they call them? It was the tan with the G10 grips. It matched my 226. So
does it
it
have
was
like
the Elite series.
yeah.
does it have like the sick particular tri-cut on it that's like a triangular shaped?
I think I have a picture.
I
of
don't
that.
recall.
Well, you can get another one.
I wouldn't have mind keeping my original Norinco 45 1911, but at the same time, I also don't give a crap and I wouldn't really care if
We had a guy, actually one of our match directors shot one of them. I think it's a commander length too. And
That's
he didn't
mine, yeah.
he didn't buy because he didn't want to buy a round magazine. So he shot all 7-round magazines without a
Really?
mag well. That was
OG, yeah, I love it.
That's
quite a bit to watch.
Yeah.
It's a lot of reading.
wow.
All right, let's go to what we did in guns. Let's go to Kyle first. What is happening down south?
I've been traveling a lot. So that's why I haven't been on. Last few weeks, I've been traveling a lot for work. Chicago, Corpus Christi, Oklahoma, all over. And I'm probably going to be traveling for another, all through the summer. But hopefully, we have a match this weekend, so hopefully I'll make it to that. But also kind of hit a roadblock on the gun room. Trying to decide on my bench depth. So my toolbox that I'd bought for the old setup is 25 inches deep. Well, I'm planning like it's gonna be all built in, replace the top with all built-in cabinets and everything. I got looking at it with the gun wall and certain things I want to do, and doors opening, and it's gonna be a hindrance so I'm also gaining probably a couple feet in length. Like it's gonna be 5 foot long bench. It's gonna be full width of the window in the room.
Right.
And so I'm now debating if I go get either build just all custom cabinets or go buy another toolbox, but like an 18-inch deep one, and go with like a 20 to 22-inch deep bench,
Yeah.
which would give me more distance on the one side for the cabinets. Because I've got to talk to you, Dustin, later on about what I plan on doing with this cabinet, because I want to actually put space for 3D printers in them.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Are you going to do your reloading in there too?
No, the reloading is going to go in the garage.
Hmm.
So this will be just
like,
This is going to be your gun room.
yeah.
it'll be nice. It'll be for like cleaning and working on guns, but like all the grinding and all that stuff will happen out in the garage. Reloading will happen out in the garage. It's still going to be a full room, but I'll still have more space in there to move around. I've got the flooring done. Walls are painted, but I did hit that roadblock on the bench, and I need to decide that before I build cabinets. So
there could be a real benefit in sacrificing like 4 or 5 inches in your depth if you're going to get that much length. And if you get that much extra, like if you get an extra like 5 or 6 inches, doesn't sound like a lot, but it's half a foot. And if you get that the whole length of that room, that's not unsubstantial.
well, and I'm gaining 2 feet.
Yeah, well, you're gaining 2 feet of length, but then if you're also like, if you can cut down that depth by like 6 inches that you can give to your overall room, like
Yeah. And that's where my thinking was too. And I was kind of curious on your guys' opinion on that, because like 25 inches, like once you're standing at it, is a fairly deep bench for that. So yeah, and it just means going and buying another toolbox for a few $100s. But
I've got a really deep bench for my in my workshop for my reloading and that kind of thing, and I friggin' love it. Because like it's just unlimited space. You can store stuff at the back. You can put a gun on it. You can pound on the gun. Like it's all room for all day, and you never read
I find that because like I've actually got a shallower depth bench and workspace for my reloading and my gun stuff down in the workshop, and I find that the one thing it does is it encourages me to keep that space from getting too cluttered, because I do like. Yeah, I'm sure everything behind the camera is chaos. And I mean, I'm very cluttery chaos if you let me be. Oh, you're muted.
This is like my that's my
that's my
chaos. Yeah.
It's organized chaos.
It's organized.
All the stuff's where I need it to be. I can get going pretty quick.
The only rule is one kind of powder on the bench at the same time. I think the rest is okay.
Label your hopper.
There's only one that's in the hopper at a time. But I've got 4 hoppers, sorry, and 3 presses.
I don't do that. To me, the hopper always matches what is on the table right now.
Yes,
so I
leave the bottle out. I leave the bottle out. Anyways, I'm a proponent of lots of space because I'm a bit of a...
Because Alberta, space is not that expensive.
And the reloading bench, it will have space. Like that might even change too, because I'm going through trying to plan my garage out as well. But so that's another one I'm trying to decide on is my reloading bench. Now my old one, I did 2x4s stacked on edge, like butcher block style. So it was like over 3 inches thick. It was 4x4s. It was solid.
Why wouldn't you just do like 1-inch plywood? Or I think I did 2 3/4-inch plywood on mine.
Well, and that's the other one I'm tossing around with is just doing that, just laminating 2 3/4-inch pieces of plywood and doing it that way, where it wouldn't look as cool as a butcher block style, but it's a lot less work
and easier to clean.
So I have a pitch that is I have a
Well, no,
picture
I would edge them, and they would be square. They wouldn't have the rounded edges. It would be as smooth as like a butcher block. Like,
That's a lot of
Kyle.
work. Jeez.
So Kyle, if you're gonna do that,
It is perfect though.
I have a pitch, a recommendation that you maybe haven't considered. Going to Home Depot and buying appropriate shelving that size. There's like the 3/4 inch and inch thick shelving that you can get that's like actually proper wood that has already had that done to it. You'll get your butcher block effect for cheaper. And the only reason I bring this up is one of the guys that builds. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. You could.
I've already looked at tops, and so the top, because I'm gonna pull the top off the toolbox, and it's gonna get a 5 foot long, 2-inch thick butcher block top.
Okay. So you're just going,
and that's going to be like over $300 for that, and it's going to be like 6 feet by 39 inches, because I'm going to actually chop a piece of that off for another thing I'm thinking by the gun wall. So, but I could build it for cheaper than that.
Yeah. That's
I built mine for, I want to say like $200 or something like that. And it is,
like,
you
my
can
last
park
one,
a car on it.
I just bought 2x4s, and yeah, it's a bit of work. And that one I didn't actually laminate. I just put Ready Rod through it and clamped it through Ready Rod. But this time it worked great. Like it was awesome. But this time I would laminate it. But yeah, so that's just the typical, and my mind thinking on different ways, and tends to end up being more work for me. So, and I'm also trying to rebuild my workshop, because when I moved down here, a lot of my tools did not come. So I'm also rebuilding that side of things. I had a full workshop before, but not necessarily for woodworking, but I still had more woodworking tools than I have now, and I had all the benches. It was more of a metalworking shop.
That's hard.
I still, it sucks right now, because I'm like, I had a full, like, you could barely move around my shop. I had that many benches and everything, but
now you get a chance to just buy the stuff you want.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's just some stuff I'm going through. I might go. I think I'm gonna go with the narrower, like 22 inch deep bench for the gun room, just to give me clearance from one of the features on the gun wall. I don't want to give too much away, but one of the features on the gun wall that I don't want, like a door or drawer, to hit. So I want it to be planned out. So, and actually operate like it was planned out, not just I took a bunch of stuff and just slammed it in here.
Is it inflatable?
No, it's not inflatable. It's been a few weeks since I was on. I don't know if I've actually talked about Memorial and how our whole group got in without being put on the wait list, which I thought was impressive.
Yeah, we're all in.
Yeah. We got 7 of us going, and
I was on the side of the road doing the thing
Dave.
on the phone. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Dave didn't put in for it. I'm disappointed in him for that.
Very disappointed.
Yeah.
We're all disappointed in you, Dave, if you're listening.
Yeah. But we booked houses today. So now guys just gotta figure out ammo and whatnot, and that match is more or less ready to go.
God, I wish I was going.
You still could.
No, I really can't.
That's, and honestly, that's why we didn't add you to the group, because I knew you remember saying like you used up your time off for SHOT Show. You would not get the time off for it.
Yeah, Vegas was my one. Yeah.
But I talked for quite a bit for not really doing anything in guns. Dustin, how about you? What did you get up to?
I also haven't been on in a little bit, and it'll surprise no one that I got to shoot a belt-fed machine gun, which
was in Canada or the States, because
it was in Canada.
Well, that's the surprising part.
That's what was surprising. It was completely legal, and that was cool. I needed to for testing purposes, and it was actually hilariously really good. The whole reason we do testing was stuff like that, because belt feds they're kind of finicky, and we're putting one on a show soon. I actually don't know when yet, because the schedule keeps changing, but we needed to test it because we had to build a kind of a special adapter for this particular gun for the mount that it's going into. So we needed to make sure that that functioned correctly. And it was really good that we did test it because we found a couple of little flaws that needed to be redesigned and tweaked, which was fun. But and in the process, I got to have a good. That was a good day. Shooting belt fed was a good day. I played with a bunch of prohibs, and not even from the same place. There's another film related business that deals in this sort of area, and they've got their BFL and had some cool guns. So I got to play with a Bren and a couple of fouls. It was on a couple of different days, all while also doing my job. So those are the positive things that make the exhaustion and the having no idea what's going on more than a couple of days in advance all worth it. So I did that. I did make it out to, I think since I've seen you guys last, I did make it out to the range once, which was really cool. Another cool thing. Shout out to Silvercore here in BC. They offer a whole bunch of different firearms courses. I have more or less recommended pretty much everybody that has ever come to me, for a firearms license like recommendation. I've pretty much exclusively sent people there to get their firearms training here in the Lower Mainland.
I was talking to Travis about him coming back on the show soon.
Oh, sweet, awesome, yeah. So, and anyways, through happenstance, I need to get holster certified so that I can shoot some of the DSS matches this year. And the one of the courses to do that was like a handgun level 2 course through Silvercore, and they piped up about it on one of the Facebook pages, and I was like, well, I have sent a lot of people your guys' way, and maybe you'd consider looking after me for the course. So I'm getting a good deal on a handgun course.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's really cool. That's going to happen in June, but that was shout out to Silvercore. Everybody should definitely go check them out. They do a whole bunch of firearms courses here. It's a great little business for like wilderness carry courses. I think they're the only people that offer that stuff. There's a couple of like carry courses that they offer. I think they do the course for the armored car guys as well. A couple of other ones that like civilians can take, but they're cool business. So that's going to be exciting. And then I'm going to be able to do draw from holster when I shoot the next round of matches that I'm going to try and do this summer. Because I'm very busy, but I've still usually got Saturdays off. So Saturdays and Sundays. I think that's all the crazy that I've really been up to. I wrote my MP a letter after another one of the gun companies went under the other day. So I was grumpy.
Good. Mm-hmm.
It was a good letter. And anyway, I'm rambling. What did you get up to, Tony?
I made a first shot on my muzzleloader, so that's kind of fun. Maybe I draw the line of my autism between reloading and muzzleloading. It's a little too slow now, I think. I was using I do have my reasons, right? I want to be the ambassador to shooting in my friend group. So in case they're interested, or one of my friend had access to a muzzleloader, I don't think you've shot it yet. I actually saw him today. He was one of my colleagues. So I will have the knowledge to know what to do. So it's more of an education tool for myself as well, just like how Dustin had a lot of pistols back in the day. I was able to shoot it with patched round ball, 495 Hornady round balls. I was shooting Power Deck Select and measured kind of with a scale. So it was measured out of the pouring spout I didn't have it here, I'll show it next week, out of my powder flask. And the spout will give you a charge of 30 grains. That's
what I was going to say. Those are typically, you tip them over and then you get 30 grains out of it, right?
Yeah.
So what are you aiming for, like 90 in your gun?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I think the Hodgdon mass is correct. The Paradex has the density of about 0.7 comparing to regular black powder. So 90 grains, convert that into grains in black powder, and then just pour it onto a powder measure pan and measure it out. That's where the intricacy of measuring black powder and black powder equivalents things come from, is because a lot of the equivalents are developed in a way where the density measurements would work, but the weight measurement would be off. So you want to make sure that you compensate for it. For this particular gun, the TC Triumph, it's not a huge problem because I'm charging it a regular 100 grain charge or below, and this is a 150 Magnum rated muzzleloader. So if I can go up to that if that's ever needed. So I have quite a bit of safety margin there. The other thing
give it like two to five dips, and you're good to go. Anywhere in there from
yeah.
right?
I don't know at what level you will get a squib. I'm thinking probably less than 50. Usually, what people say
I've fired mine with 50.
Yeah, that's 50 is usually fine. People say usually it's your caliber in grain, so 50 would be a suitable starting load for a 50 cal muzzleloader. 45 would be suitable for your 45, for example. Generally speaking, these designed for hunting, they can take a lot more power than what traditional things will do, and they will push, which is kind of crazy coming from the regular reloading's mind, is as the bullet goes heavier, your powder charges decrease. But for muzzleloaders, they don't do that. Like you shove a 400 grain bullet on it, it's still 100 grains of powder. It's like that seems like a lot, but the manual says you can do that. So I guess in comparison, in the end, it's back in the day, their powder charge is pretty light and their bullets are much lighter because round balls is kind of the most dense thing you have. So it doesn't contain a ton of weight. And the second thing I did science. I had my chronograph for about 2 years now. It's the traditional shoot above it kind of thing, don't shoot your chronograph kind of thing. But I had it for 2 years because I wanted to load specific PCC IPSC ammo, but because I loaded them, but I never chronoed it, and I wasn't like properly in IPSC until that year. So 2 years ago, 2024, right before the OIC came in. Well, it was preparing for 2025 season, right? So I never really had the reason to shoot things over the chronograph anymore. I'm not really a precision shooter for reloading. It's mostly if I meet the power factor, that's good enough. Well, I have to meet it consistently, that is. But now I have a little bit more things to do with my 450 and my 303 project. So I thought, well, I'm going out alone to the range. I have some time on my hands, so I'm going to bring it out. One of our bays, the bay 5, one of the medium range bays, 50 meters, have like steel picnic tables on them. So it's very nice for me to set up the tripod right below the table surface. So there's no way I'm going to shoot it. Works great. I didn't have to use the light shade. The lighting condition was mixed. Not too cloudy kind of thing, and it registers every time, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'll show the chronograph next week as well. It's the Gen 2 basic chronograph from Caldwell. It's supposed to be Bluetooth capable, but you have to use an old phone for it because their app is so outdated. It just won't work with the modern Android and Apple kind of Bluetooth management built into the new
Okay, that's
operating.
funny.
I know, it's kind of dumb because I think they're more focused on, they also have like not a Garmin competitor, more like the Lab Radar competitive, like a panel thing, Doppler instead of the passing through the light type. And that uses a separate app, which is, I get it, but that means most of the development resources are redirected that direction instead. But I was able to, make a shot, put down a number on my phone, set it aside, import it into Excel. So I have some data to share. So for this 303, the entire goal was, this is Standard 303 rounds. And this is the rounds I'm loading. You can see they're significantly short because they're using a 123 grain 7.62 by 39 bullet.
Oh.
They are the same diameter, not 308, but 311, 312 diameter. But the problem is these are plated. That's why they're cheap. But then because you're using plated bullets, you're not supposed to exceed a speed limit. For the Berries bullets I have here, their website says 2,000, but their box actually says 2,400 feet per second. When I did my chronograph using a H4895 reduced charge as approved by Hodgdon, which is like their official reduced charge, which is 60% of the max charge, I was getting
Tony, you follow all the rules.
I know. I don't want to explode. It's very, you got to be very careful about this. I got a high of 1949, like touch that, and I think that's the last shot. It was just touching that 2,000 barrier, but the low was a 1535, and my standard deviation was 140. I was like, that doesn't shoot very good. And with a 414 extreme spread, that's a fifth. Well, yeah, that's a quarter of the velocity in extreme spread. So that's a lot of spread. You don't want that. The Hodgdon didn't promise it's going to shoot very accurate. They just said it's going to work. So I probably have to fine tune it a little bit and probably raise the charge a bit to fill the gigantic case here. I'm shooting.
So where are you aiming for?
I'm not really aiming for anything. This is just a speed test.
Oh.
So I don't have a goop result to show
The chronograph.
Oh,
no, that's what you're aiming for.
Well, you're trying to aim not above the chronograph would be ideal. So yeah, this is about the charge weight for H4895 in a 7.6239, and this case is for sure quite a bit bigger than 7.6239. So it might be causing inconsistent burns, but it won't run. So for just showing your friends and familiarizing how the Empire's rifle worked 100 years ago, it's probably good enough. So I loaded some more. For the 450, that's where the fun stories kind of starts, because the whole point is I have a 4.52 diameter gun, not a 4.58, 45 rifle versus 45 pistol calibers. So I'm shooting 45 ACP or 45 Colt bullets for my plinking loads on top of about a max charge of tight group for a 45 Colt modern gun, so like a Black Hawk kind of thing. I don't usually want to talk about how much I'm charging things for liability reasons. And
more than the max load in the book.
I know it's just at the max for the book.
A couple of extra grains in there.
If I'm slightly lower than that, which is more like double charging a 45 ACP, I'm getting just under 1,000 with the extreme spread of 145, which not great, but better than the 303, I have to say. But if I step it up right at the edge of max load, I get a standard deviation of 19 and extreme spread of 56, which is not bad for me. And loading on a progressive, I'm not weighing the charges. I'm dropping the charges. But the thing is, now the average speed is going to 1286. So I'm technically supersonic now. So now I have to kind of weigh the options. Do I go more consistently supersonic? And probably now I really have to push the envelope to go a little bit faster than that, so I don't go into transonic that soon. Or do I like try to find a better lower spot so it's always going to be subsonic?
Well, Tony, if you want to reload some rifle cartridges, just bring your dies and your brass and whatnot up here, because I've got 2 throwers, so we can weigh all the charges that come out.
I don't think that's the thing
It has
is,
to be the problem. 500, like your 400 feet per second spread that's a lot.
that
Well,
I weighed.
But
That's
maybe
the thing.
Maybe your scale like
It wouldn't
doesn't
be
like
off by
them.
2 grains. I would have blown myself up.
2 grains, you're not gonna blow yourself up with.
no.
Not with
What weight of bullets are you using?
For the 303,
Yeah.
123 grains.
Okay, so like you're running powder puff loads because I was curious. I just
Yeah.
had a look, and like 150s typically between 26 and 2700 feet per second.
Right.
You're not close to
He's running
blowing
those
yourself
real
up.
light ones.
No,
right,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
that would be running too fast for plated bullets.
Yeah, no, I get that, but like
Right.
that's what I mean. Like you're not close to blowing your.
No,
What's
but
the-
I'm
what's
thinking it's too low now where it's introducing like burn rate variation issues.
Oh yeah,
and
I think that might be something that you're dealing with. Just how
that's
little powder
probably
you
what it
have
is.
in there versus the air. Yeah.
so
Tony,
I'm
are
thinking
you-
I probably have to push it faster.
Are you trying to
slightly.
game it just to save yourself money on powder? Are you like,
They're
is
target
Tony
loaded.
trying to stretch out the powder?
No, not for
No.
this reason. This is
No.
for saving the cost on bullets and availability reasons. 311 3 bullets are not so easy to find.
Fair.
So it's not it's a funny thought because H4095 is quite an expensive powder. You are using less of it, but it is
Yeah.
an expensive powder versus if I throw BLC2 in it, the powder will be cheaper, but then you're shooting much more expensive bullets. So
I would
Cool
almost
to
give-
run like a trail boss or like something
Trail
light.
Boss is
in
hard to find. I want to
Little gun, maybe SR
go
4759.
maybe, but then I don't have a book recommended load for that, and I haven't advanced in my reloading journey to do that yet. Speaking of little gun, I do have my data for my self-loaded hunting loads for my 450 as well, which should see an appearance later this year. It is with a Sierra Pro Hunt bullet, I think 260 grains, and little gunpowder. I haven't, which is the first time actually testing out the powder. Runs pretty good. Doesn't seem too hot. A lot of people are complaining about flame cutting on revolvers. Again, on a modern sporter type thing, you won't have that because your chamber doesn't have a hole in it. But people are concerned about it burning hotter than H110. For me, it seems to be pretty acceptable. It's not even hot, it's just warm. But you do have to think my 450 does have an H-bar barrel on it, so it is kind of hefty for that. I got a standard deviation of 29, which is really nice, extreme spread of 78, and an average velocity of 21.26. Not bad for 450, but not the quickest thing ever. So I think I'm still pretty safe on that. So yeah, I did a lot of math. When I was a kid, I thought, screw math. I don't want to do that. But I guess now I'm back in it. So yeah, not great. What about Adriel? Did you have to do
reloading.
math? Oh,
No.
some math involved.
No, you pick the max one, you throw a couple extra greens in there, and it's good.
And yeah, that's what
More
you
than
did
that, you're
to
fine.
all your milsurp firearms. Exactly. It's great.
No, I don't do that. Let's see. Okay, so I went camping and did PAL RPAL. I seem to do that most weekend, at least 2 weekends a month these days.
Sherwood Park is so nice, though.
It is.
You have your proper running water. You have a stove, and you have a shower.
I didn't use it.
Oh.
Don't use any of that stuff. I camp in my tent trailer. I got no running water. Well, actually, I had running water, but
Yeah,
You're living the life of luxury.
yeah,
it's great. I love it.
I turned my furnace on because my wife was with me. Otherwise, that shit would not have been turned on because
Was it
only
the-
6
the lows-
degrees.
Oh,
Oh,
Fine.
only.
yes.
No.
I was getting frozen at the time we were at deer camp.
I turn
It
on
was
the heater
okay.
at 0. At 0, I'll be like, okay,
God,
for you
you're one
guys.
of those, huh? You
Yeah,
gotta
it was
suffer.
okay. It will
No,
wake
I
you
like-
up in the
I
morning,
s-
though.
No, Dustin, I like lay my head down on the pillow and I like wake up at like 7 a.m. like, off I go.
Oh my god!
I love the cold. It's so
Oh.
good. sleep like a baby. But anyways, yeah, went camping. Did Palomar. No, the weather was gorgeous. I picked up some tannerite for May Long coming up this weekend.
Mm-hmm. Celebrate the long weekend by blowing up a small part of the country.
Yes, I will be blowing some stuff up. I also reloaded some 300 blackout with 200 grain bullets. These are loaded to subsonic, which just under the speed of sound. Should be. Might be less because that's, I don't know, 49 rounds in there, give or take. Might be less than the speed of sound because my barrel's quite short that I'm firing out of. But
look at the cute little bullets on there.
They're 200 grains. Those 30 cals are 200 grains. They're fitting like way up in there.
I know. I have 400 grain 45 bullets. So
yes, yours are more.
Twice the lead. Every time you pull the trigger, we shoot two times the bullet. It's great.
Well, my 45-70 fires more.
That's true.
Yeah. Like 400 grain bullets.
Maybe I could push a pure lead out of. I don't think the case
you wouldn't want
like
to.
It, though.
There's no point. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I did a little bit of reloading. Why did I do some reloading? It was a nice night.
Gophers.
It was a nice night. And I'm like, man, I should do some reloading. I should get some. Yeah, and gophers. Yeah. No, I won't shoot gophers at the 300 blackout.
I was thinking not.
I'm a cheapskate, 22s and 17s, and yeah, maybe 17.
Cheap.
Yeah, maybe 17. I'm talking to a guy. I'm trying to sell one of my 17 HMRs right now. Got a couple of guns up on Gun Post because I know this sounds hypocritical.
The wife opened the door and was like,
no. I have too many guns. Like when I'm stacking like doubles and I got like some on the floor and I got some over here. Like it's too many. It's too many. There's some that like I don't really like having guns that I don't shoot somewhat often, or I'll make an exception. Ones that are gaining in value.
Historically significant.
Just hang on to that because that's just going to keep. That's better than gold at this point. But yeah, the rest of them, like there's some where it's like, this thing's just crap and I should just sell it. And I'm trying to move some of those. That's smart. I just don't shoot it. I just don't shoot it very much. And then I don't have any need to shoot it very much. Right.
I will keep them if they fill a place in the collection of things.
If they spark joy.
Yeah. Like I have I have one 17 HMR, my 93R that I like. It does spark joy. And that's why I still have it.
Yeah. I have one 17 HMR. I think that's enough. Yeah, I don't need two. They're exactly the same model, pretty much from Savage. It doesn't need it. Delask, there was a sale on Discord that like some people posted, like, hey, there's this carbon fiber wrapped 2022 barrel from Delask, and it was $170.
It looks pretty sick, and it was short.
8 inches.
Yeah.
I don't have a gun that I think I need it for, but I had to get it.
Well, why don't you put it on your race gun? Is it?
Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I might.
Race it out. More race. Yes.
I might.
More short, more faster.
I would like to know the velocity difference for 22 LR between an 8-inch and a 12-inch barrel. Because
effing nothing. Go see MDT's video. It's gonna be like so insignificant, especially for you.
Around the 8. That'll run the 8 because I would love to have a teeny tiny. There's two guys that at Sherwood Park have 1022s that are ridiculously small, and I think I would like to be the third.
Have a sticker on it. Watch your hand.
Yeah. Oh, and like stiffing it in the dump sled. It's like, wait.
That's the problem though. They don't have a reduced block, so you can like drop it at the proper height. At Mystery Mountain, they allow you to rest the mag on the edge, or the mag well on the edge, so it holds it up higher. Now, we don't do this at we purposefully didn't allow that at Chavs because people were dicking around. They're taking way too long to do it. Oh, I'm going to stage my gun and they would take like 30 seconds to stage a gun. And we're like, that's it. You can't do that anymore. Muzzle to the bottom. Screw you guys, right? But maybe if they have a dump sled that's smoother, I might have less complaint about it.
Well,
looks like you have a lot of splinters on it.
What happens if like the wind picks up and the gun falls to the bottom?
That's my concern.
Yeah, like it's not comes safe. To the side or something like that. Yeah, there's the safety, and then the not only the safety, because the safety is already on the gun. The gun falls down, and then it's like, well, now we got to reset the gun and take even longer. Like I want to move. I like my matches run quick. I want to be shooting. I don't want to be standing around jawing on or resetting for 1 million hours a day. I want to spend most of the time shooting. So I don't like spending extra time doing other stuff. Anyways, I'll get off my high horse and talk about some other stuff. Yeah, so I got a barrel loft Alaskan, some GSG 1911 22 parts.
Nice.
Is it worn out that bad that you need more parts?
The price was, I couldn't
Price
resist.
was good.
Absolutely couldn't resist. Yeah, because there are a couple of parts on those GSGs that can wear out, and one of the slides.
It's like
one of them.
it's pot metal stuff.
Yeah, it's pot metal, aluminum, and a lot of zinc, a lot of aluminum, and that stuff is not long for the world. So
No.
I don't mind it. And then a guy contacted me, so I got a page on my site that's like, hey, if you need to like get rid of some guns that you don't want anymore, I can take them. He's like, they're not guns, but like this old guy, he was working on an estate. He's like, I got some pellet guns. I don't want to throw them in the garbage because I think some kids might find them, and they look real enough that they might cause some stuff to go on. So got this little like blank firing 1911. You say ooh, but here let me zoom in on this thing, because once you actually see it, it's like that is
a gun-shaped object, isn't it?
Oh, that looks like a safety, but yeah, it's not. Oh, is that the mag release release? No, it's got a heel magazine release, but it takes 8mm blanks.
I have to say the magazine looks pretty legit.
The mag looks pretty good. Like it's not the right size or anything like that, but it looks good, and it does have a slide action on it, and it does reset, like kind of. Oh
no!
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, kind of resets. I don't know. It was kind of neat. And then a couple of pellet guns, a couple of like crossmen, like this guy right here, which I actually really, this is like plastic vent. It is so light. There's nothing to this thing. It fires little BBs. It's got like a little like
Yep.
You can see that row of BBs that are sitting in there. So all you need to do is like pull the slide back, push it forward, and fire. Pull it back, push it forward, and fire.
Yeah.
I don't know with what sights. There's a front sight.
No back sight.
You don't need a back sight.
Like there's supposed to be a back sight on there, but
can you have a dovetail adapter?
Well, that is a dovetail. I could put a red dot on there, I suppose.
Ooh.
That feels
grouse.
Criminal. That feels criminal putting it. Well, no, it's a BB gun or darts. And then also got this well-loved.
Look at that golden trigger though. Holy cow.
Yeah, golden trigger.
That's
this is one of the older Crossman BB / pellet guns. Yeah. And it came with the longer barrel.
Oh yes, it did. Excellent.
Yeah, it was pretty rough, but this is one of those ones where you've got the little
break open too. What the
Yeah, break open, and like this is the 6-shooter, but then there's also
like a 10 shooter.
Yeah, there's like a 10 or something like that over there. The 10 doesn't really work the best though, so I think it's just going to be a 6, and it's a little CO2 in the side on this one. That's kind of neat.
It's good that he got you to take those instead of throwing them away.
I'm going to donate those to people who would appreciate them more than me.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because I've got pellet guns, and I've got better pellet guns, and but I'll give them to people who can use them.
Yeah, but you're not going to throw them in the garbage, which is that was good instinct.
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah, and I think especially this one, this is like I was shooting a little bit. It's fun. Yeah.
Nice.
And then I ordered some easier trigger locks. So for my PAL course, I got 2 styles of trigger locks. I got these ones, which I like these ones. Yeah, the twisties. I like them for how easy they are, but these ones are even easier. And like the action on them isn't, but the fact that they re-engage the camming surfaces and there's no like turn. So as soon as you start putting these together, it starts locking on. Whereas these ones, you need to remember once you open it, you got to turn this back over and then start pushing them in, which sounds silly, doesn't it? But when you're going through like hundreds of students, this one's easier. So I ordered the bulk packs of these ones.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
I don't know why the buttonless just drawn to me. So I just always had the button.
It's better action. Like the feel of it feels way nicer.
It feels more premium. Yes.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Whereas this one, like you're really squishing on that thing to get it open, but It is
It is simpler.
one less. It is a little
It
bit
is
simpler, and for a pistol case, it's a little bit thinner.
I was going to say that's the real draw.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they're quite a bit thinner.
yeah. It saves quite a bit of space compared to the other guy there.
The
Yeah.
lever has quite a bit of a volume too.
I have a few of those things, like a few of the more compact ones, and like that's the only reason I use them is just for like pistol cases.
Yeah, exactly. So this weekend's May long, so I'll be going camping and shooting and hootenannying and tannerite and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
As you do. I camp every May long and have for not my whole life, because I was in China for a few years there, but everything other than that.
That's the crazy thing is Alberta. May long equals it will snow.
Sometimes it snows. Sometimes I get a sunburn. One of the two.
No
Either one or the other. Yeah, never go out and have a good time and not get a sunburn. No, one of the two. And this weekend will not be a sunburn because it's going to be minus 1 to 8. Yeah.
Holy cows.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to negatives, but it's not going to be great.
Yeah, well, this is like rural areas. And it's going to be very windy Thursday. And it's going to be a May long. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, that's it for me.
All right, let's go to upcoming events. HGG Farm Training. May 10th was passed. So
that's passed already. June 13th in Devon, June 14th in Devon. That's a PAL, our PAL. And then June 20th and 21st in Sherwood Park. The Devon one's already got like a pile of people signed up for it. Like they've been signing up
too, or no?
Yep, both.
Cool.
And unlike in the past, I think maybe like from the PAL course, I might be actually be able to convince the people to sign up for the RPAL, because now that there's this option,
there's a way. Yeah,
there is a way.
We'll have to cover that in the main topic. 3-gun matches. Chaz BO8 is now open for registration June 6th and 7th. I may or may not be able to make it because on the 8th I have to fly out for work.
That's doable. You fly out, you
doable.
Drive from the 7th, you drive home. And
that's doable.
For people who are coming to Edmonton outside of Edmonton, there's camping. For both events, there's going to be camping available.
You don't get glamping though because it's Chaz not Sherwood Park. Sherwood Park will have team match, 2-day match as well, August 8th and 9th. If you want running water, I forgot if they have warm water. Yes, they do. Yeah. They have warm shower too.
Yeah, they have showers. Yeah.
Shower, cooktop, wood stove, electricity. Lots of animal heads to look at.
Unnecessary stuff.
It's great. It's great.
But it is nice.
Best Canadian range I've been to so far. I have to say. Better than BTSA. I'm sorry, but it's just what it is. Maple Seeds. Do we have any upcoming?
Yeah, there's actually. Well, I think I was talking to you a little bit earlier about the ones that I've got coming up. But yeah, we've scheduled a bunch more in. So Forest Grove was last weekend. Stittsville is June 20th, 21st. Sunbury in New Brunswick, that's June 27th. Sherwood Park, we're going to do July 4th and 5th. And where's my other one? August 22nd and 23rd and September 12th. So those will all be at Sherwood Park. And then CDTSA at the Milo Range, we're going to be doing July 25th and 26th and August 29th and 30th. And is there another one? No, that's it. That's it.
We need to ask them to do it as Shepherd instead. I saw they have 25.
I don't know. I like outdoor ranges that have lots of bays because members don't get up in my business and like complain to me, and it makes use of like all the bays. And have you were at the Milo Range? They have so many bays there.
Yeah,
they have unlimited space,
true.
Man. Yeah,
that is true. It's just far away.
Other ones, Woodstock in New Brunswick. That'll be July 26th. Queensville at the DNR Range, August 22nd and 23rd. That's in Nova Scotia. And I think I got them all. Stittsville, October or something like that. That's a long time from now.
Cool. That's a long time away. BTSA, we have a few matches coming up. Long weekend match. IPSC style mini rifle and handgun on May 18th. I think that's on Monday. That is correct. On Monday. And then I believe there's a doubleheader IPSC match. If you're IPSC, you'll know that. And doubleheader on the 23rd and 24th as well. 23rd is the Rimfire PRS, Sound of Spring Steel match. That's the season starter for them. And then A Stage Steel Challenge on the 24th. ORA calendar is up. Go to Ontario Rifle Association.ca to check their calendar. Let's go to the news. Looks like Glock has been awarded a contract to supply the RCMP with their next duty pistol, the Glock 45. What are they using right now? I actually don't know.
Revolvers.
Dustin is muted.
High powers.
High powers.
No, they carry a Smith and Wesson. It's a purpose
Cap and ball.
Fucking you were talking over me while I was. Oh my goodness. Yes. You know what? I'm not even gonna tell you. It's like a 19 something
4759, some bullshit.
597 something.
Yeah,
I don't remember. It's some
yeah.
stupid. It's just for the RCMP. It has always made me mad because it has a prohibited barrel length, and I always thought that it was stupid that they are carrying around a gun that's technically illegal in the country. And that's
Is the 45 going to be legal though?
Oh yeah, almost certainly.
Is it? They actually went to a longer barrel length? That's kind of crazy.
I mean, the Glock 45 in its standard barrel length is legal in Canada unless they're getting a shortened version.
Hey guys, the RCMP, the Firearms Act does not apply to them.
I am aware,
well, there
and
is
that annoys me.
They don't have pop rivets in their magazines. Just
No.
FYI.
Thank you. I that's good information.
It's good information.
Fair enough. And then there's a new shooting range in Mississauga called Downrange.
Wait, hold on. You forgot the best part is that the RCMP are also adopting the red dot as standard on all their duty pistols. We forgot to mention that they are coming into the 21st century, and
that's ahead of a lot of police departments in the States.
No,
it's good. It's good.
The police departments in the States, they just buy their own pistol, and
I watch a lot of police activity videos, and it's been a long time since I've seen a cop without a red dot on it.
No, I still see quite a few of them.
I've still seen some.
I've also seen
the change is coming. Yeah,
I'm just curious how they're going to screw up the trigger on that. Like, if they're actually,
yeah.
Do they have a minimum trigger weight requirement?
Well, because those Smith and Wessons are like a 13-pound trigger at least. Yeah, they're brutal.
Glock made a police trigger. There's a story. I literally
New York has it.
New York, thank you. Yeah, the 12-pound trigger, because basically they made the transition from revolvers to Glock, and they had a whole bunch of their cops started having NDs because of the difference in trigger pull, and so finally Glock just made them ridiculous weight triggers that were just revolver double action triggers, and they'll probably do the same thing here.
I bet they'll give them the 12-pound triggers.
Yeah.
CBSA runs a heavier trigger on theirs and double action only. It's a Beretta double action only.
Yeah, the Beretta PX garbage.
Yeah. I heard about the revolver. I also heard that they would have a perp at gunpoint, and they'd be prepping the trigger.
Yeah.
And then whoa, every once in a while.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. The red dot makes a lot of sense though, because do you focus on the rear sight, the front sight, or the perp?
No.
Well, the red dot, you get to focus on the perp and the dots.
No, they're gonna focus on the red dot. That's the whole thing. You have to train around that.
And
they're not gonna do that.
Did I catch it right? They're doing the TLR7 as well under their.
That's a good choice. I don't mind.
That's a good choice.
Are they using Holosuns?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
The Calgary Police Services have been using Holosuns for a while, so I thought it's going to be the same.
That's amazingly progressive. I'm so happy that as a taxpayer, I'm not paying for something a lot more expensive.
The Vortex aren't that expensive, though. What's wrong with the Vortexes?
There's nothing wrong with the Vortexes, but they're still just red dots made in China. Whether you get the ones that are made in China with the Vortex label on it or the Holosun, I would rather get the Holosuns. They're cheaper, the batteries last, and if the one breaks, you can just throw it in the garbage, or you can contact Ken and be like, hey, I shot this red dot. Can I get a new one?
Well, did you shoot it on an IPSC stage or not? That's different. I was running my service pistol on an IPSC stage, and I managed to shoot my optics off of it. Anyway, there's this new range in Mississauga called Downrange. don't know much about them.
Neither did I. I put it in here because, we've got some listeners from Ontario.
We're sorry.
I don't see enough pictures.
Well,
but they do have an address, 5137 Tompkin Road, postal code Lima 4 Whiskey 1 Papa 7. So go check them out, I guess.
Mississauga.
Downrange Sports.ca. So go check them out. And there appears to be a six-ident now as a rifle. I think Ben Stoger invented that term. I thought it's pretty funny. But yeah, there's somehow they managed to shoot themselves in the leg while having a sling, opening a gate into their leg. Was a SIG Tred 400 service weapon. And there was apparently a eyewitness video. SIG Tred 400. It's like an AR thing.
Oh, okay. It's just like a SIG AR.
Yeah. There's a video seeing that his hands were occupied by the gate. That doesn't say anything about his gear snagging on things
or the safety
position of the safety.
Yeah.
100 things that could have. You carry around a hot gun and you do stuff. Hot gun can go off. That's not just a SIG thing.
Yeah. So
or a handgun, if it was a P320, maybe, but a rifle, I don't know.
But I just thought it's kind of funny. Like
I was just having this conversation with somebody on set yesterday.
But is it just like I made fun of it because we commented on that dumping on SIG is kind of in vogue right now. Like, has it gone to the point that we have to dump on SIG rifles too? That doesn't.
No, you can stop dumping on SIG pistols. They're very good pistols.
Better when they were made in Switzerland. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know.
Man, I had a guy on my. I have a YouTube video on the P226 versus the Beretta 92, and at the end of it, I'm like, "Okay, these are both kind of dated. Like, we've got more modern stuff." And someone took offense at me saying that
Two World Wars
was dated. They're like, no. What about the Legion? What about this? Like, the Legion's got a better trigger pull than a Glock Glock 17 Gen 6. Is like. Yeah, but it's
when did that come out?
It's quite a bit heavier.
And, heavy is a good thing.
It holds 15 rounds in the mag instead of 17.
That's a bad
more
thing.
is better, but like lighter is. And what's the price on the 226 Legion versus like a Glock 17? Yeah, kind of comparing apples to oranges. Anyways,
honestly, and with the 226, I could never ever dial in my bore axis. I don't know why I was always shooting high with that stupid gun.
You know what I always got with it? The slide would drop on the last round.
Oh, yes.
The grit, it's right there. Yep. It's like it's right there. And if you hold it like what you think is proper.
Yep. And then because you got the double action, trigger pull that last round, it's just be like, yeah, I've had that. Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, let's go to new gun stuff. New was the LSS Gen 3. There's some hunting accessories. Adriel, can you share your screen?
Yeah, I got it loaded up here. Let me pull that up.
Is it carbon fiber?
The HNT is carbon fiber.
You just need to look at the price and you will know that it is carbon fiber. Yes, it is carbon fiber.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes we've got to show some nice Gucci stuff. And
and it's legal in Canada. And it's a Canadian company.
Some guys are putting their money in their PRS rigs and their hunting rigs, and
the fore end is 5.9 ounces. How heavy is the stock?
Oh, I can see that being pretty.
Well, the HNT was, I think, as a whole package was 26 ounces. They called it the HNT 26.
Wow.
I think they changed it to the LSS Gen 3 is all about modularity. So I don't think they have. Like the mini chassis,
these all fit the LSS.
But
these all fit the LSS. So you can take the LSS, and that's not very much going on with it, and put like the skeletonized buttstock or this carbon fiber one or the carbon fiber fore end. They're not cheap, but they're done the right way. I don't know. Have you guys seen the carbon fiber forged stuff? Where it's chopped carbon fiber.
Oh,
it looks good.
It looks better.
It's not as good necessarily as a laid up one like this.
Right.
Like a laid up
the woven. The woven's much prettier, and I don't know if it's stronger or not. I'm not an expert on carbon fiber, but
they're supposed to be stronger than the chopped, because the chopped has
and
very
the matte,
short
yeah.
fibers. Yeah, chopped will have very, very short fibers. The forged ones will use that chopped carbon fiber, whereas this is woven. It's gonna have longer fibers. It will be stronger. It is better. It's more expensive.
Yeah,
but it's better. It is better. Anyways, I thought I'd show those because they're new, and if you want the dopest, lightest hunting rifle, well, those 2 pieces you're gonna need.
no kidding.
There you go. Next, much cheaper, is the Daria TM22.
The flash. Okay, guys, I got mine from iRun Guns, and like they were quite a bit cheaper than any option in Canada. They didn't have the flash in Canada. They have it now, and it's cheaper also.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. So
how much was yours?
It was that, but plus the import fees on top.
Okay.
Was this the good one or the not good one?
It's the more plasticky one,
the more plasticky one. The more plastic. I like the plasticky one. I sold my feather. I got this one because I wanted the forend. I wanted the non big chunky M4 style forend. I wanted this one, but other than that, they're the same as the feather.
I don't like it when my guns feel like airsoft guns. It's actually
it definitely feels like an airsoft gun. Yeah. But it takes a long mag, and the mags are good. Like the Duria TM22 mags are one of the only good extended mags. And they're expensive, but they're not as expensive as some of the other extended mags. Yeah. Like the 5.97 extended mags, you can't get good ones, except for on Gun Post, the used ones. Yeah. The 1022, what are the HM, the Hera mags? No, what are the longer ones that they've got?
The high cal, the HC3R.
HC, yeah, a lot of those ones are like $80-$90, and they're not even that good. Like they're very picky. The stripper clip ones, they're very picky.
They have too many features. Like why the clip? That's
Whereas the TM22 is a retard magazine, single stack down the middle, no double stack, no stripper clips. It's a chunk of plastic, beautiful in its simplicity. I like how simple and stupid it is because it works. I haven't any problems with my mags. The guns, like they're very cheaply manufactured. They will not last like hundreds of thousands of rounds.
Yeah,
but for that price, just
dude, I bought a 1022 for less than that price, and it will last for.
Will your 1022 reliably run a 25-round magazine?
Yes.
Not without breaking the law.
That's civilianly acceptable.
You know what? That is an opinion, not a law. It has never been tested in court.
Good point.
Ever.
Sorry, Dustin. I am overstepping my bounds. You are correct. Anyways, we want to talk about like overstepping your bounds. On Reddit, there's a guy with 3D printed 597 magazine adapter for the 1022. And a 3D printed 597 magazine.
Wow.
3D printed spring in the magazine.
Oh God. I don't know what's the lasting effect on it. I guess there is some point to it. You can't buy aluminum, like pot metal Remington design 597 magazines anymore. So this is more of the low profile. I'm not going to say flush fit, but like kind of flush fit, not a banana mag kind of thing.
A little dimple at the bottom, yeah.
It's pretty interesting. Or you can just spend $100 and get an SBI aluminum one that will work better. And the poster did mention that the adapter doesn't quite work with Pro Mags.
Nothing
so
those Pro mags
works for me. Just saying, but you will limit your options for having 20-round mags for IPSC competitions, things like that.
And 3-gun if that's your rifle and that kind of thing. I got one of these.
Ooh. Are they sold out yet? Oh, they have
6 in stock. Yeah, they were at 7. I bought the 7th. 175 for a matte stainless steel fiber wrapped 8-inch barrel. 175 for a 1022.
I don't have that short of stock.
Alaska's got that.
Well, they make them every day.
That's true.
With your hack off?
Excellent.
Yeah. Again, I don't know what gun I'm going to put this on, but
the Racer, yes,
the Racer. If I put it on the Racer, I think the forend is too long. I might have to get a smaller one or cut it.
I sense a new build coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get sorry, looks like I gotta build a brand new gun. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, that's all the stuff I could find that looked cool, and some of the stuff I bought. This is a problem for me. I look at new gun stuff and it's like, oh, I think I gotta get that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. All right, talking about brand new gun, let's invite our guest for today's main topic.
So for our main topic, we're joined by Ken from P3 Shooting Specialties. Welcome to the show, Ken.
Thank you very much for having me.
Maybe just before we get to the commercial lending stuff, maybe to give our listeners a little background about P3 and what you guys do and what you offer.
Okay, well, it all started one day about 6 years ago. I came out of a retirement from IPSC shooting, and a friend of mine decided, hey, let's do something more interesting with handguns. So I got back into IPSC, and I forgot how expensive it got. And over time, I called all my old contacts, and with my old contacts, I was able to bring products in at wholesale pricing for all the competitive shooters. So basically, P3 stands for primers, projectiles, and powder. So we're mainly a reloading company.
Got it.
Yeah, we didn't start doing anything else for the first year or two because we were just so busy helping the competitors get stuff at a cheaper price. And, instead of shooting more, they're actually saving money, and, their budgets got allowed them to get out and do other things.
I always find with reloading, I don't save any money. I just shoot a lot more.
And that's what it is. You don't save anything. You just get to shoot more with the same budget.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I think I saw like some primers. I think I saw you've got some red dots and that kind of thing you're bringing in as well.
I'm starting to bring in a lot of different things. We're bringing red dots in from all over Canada. I try to stick with companies that have great warranties. All of them have lifetime warranties that I carry. But we have instances of guns that were dropped on the ground and the optic hit the ground, or a 1 in a million shot in Sherwood Park last year, where the guy shot one round, and his second round, his optic fell off, and he shot his optic through the glass.
I heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have
There's a
pictures
trick
of
shot.
Even though that Holosun wasn't purchased by me, I contacted Holosun's rep in Canada, and they replaced it at their cost.
Awesome.
Wow.
So I don't carry nothing that doesn't have a quality warranty. One of my latest things now is with Apex Optics, and I talked to them about the same situation because I know SIG will replace it because the one that got dropped, they replaced. And I went to Apex and said, hypothetically, if I throw my gun on the ground and I break your optic, what would you do? And they usually say malicious damage is usually not covered, but for you guys, we will. So,
wow.
So if we need to upgrade our
don't mind my dog. He's a little barky right now. Ellie.
Yeah. We're familiar with this on the show. We've got barking dogs that come on in once in a while. So that stuff's all amazing. Now, one of the reasons why we're really excited to get you on the show tonight was this new commercial lending program that you're getting into. Maybe just kind of like walk us through that, because like we were talking just about a bit before the show here, a lot of people who wanted to get a handgun can borrow one off one of their friends, but if they don't have any friends with handguns, or maybe the handguns they have are lame and not the exact model that they want, maybe they want a different one, right?
Basically, lending of handguns has always been allowed since day one. They've always allowed it. You can borrow it for unlimited time as long as you do the paperwork and everything properly. What we did, and we're one of four companies in Alberta right now that is allowing to be able to lend guns out. We currently lend the guns out for training and for people to learn about the proper use of firearms and stuff. We don't allow it. Two of us aren't allowing it for anything else. If you want to get a gun just to go plinking once a week or something, we send them to the ranges to do that, because it's not for us, because we want to train people and have people that want to use it for competitive shooting. Currently, right now, we're in place. I've already talked to Global Affairs Canada about getting proper importation permits to bring it into Canada. And because we are businesses, we are allowed to have it in our inventory. So once it's in our inventory, it's about an hour's paperwork to get everything in place to allow the shooter to get a permit and an ATT so he could take the gun home and shoot anywhere within Alberta, BC, and Saskatchewan.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
All three of those provinces. That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah, you could get more. Like if it's, say there's a match in Ontario, we just have to apply for that province.
Right.
Normally, right now, they'll only give us a tri-province.
They'll give you a tri-province ATT though. That's interesting.
Yes. Most of us that are competitive shooters do have a tri-province, if not more.
Which CFO does that go through? Because I thought like the whole. I'm sorry, I'm sidetracking things. How does that work?
Okay, for us as personal people, you could get an ATT and apply for every province that you're going to go shoot in for the current year.
Right.
Or you could get a long-term ATT that'll cover like 4 provinces until your current license expires. With ours, it happens the same thing. Because like currently right now, I hold an ATT to go as far as Quebec. So I could go anywhere from BC to Quebec until my license expires.
Interesting.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to ask
Yeah, that is interesting.
Questions about that. That's
Yep.
I know that to fly into the States, if you do it a couple of times, you can get an ATT that'll cover you.
Yeah. What your ATT is to fly to the States is you just need to get one for the international ports of entry and exit.
Yeah, to the airport.
So your international port of exit, like from Edmonton, would be at the airport, and we still require an ATT, even though we're in Alberta, because we're leaving the country.
right.
So they want to know if we're still in the country or not. But for that, we apply for it online, and we could get it probably within 24 hours.
Yeah, that's been my experience. Yeah.
Interesting.
So maybe some more details on this commercial lending thing. So what's the like? I teach PAL courses. People are interested in it. I'd like to know what to tell them if they'd be interested in getting in with this program with you.
Okay, basically all they have to do is contact us. We give them 2 options. One is they could buy the firearm themselves, and we keep it under our name. So for legality reasons, it could be registered. And then we just give them all the permits to allow them to take it anywhere. We also I have currently working with a customer right now that they are selling their firearms, and they don't want them anymore in their names. So we're taking them into our inventory, and we're looking for people that want to shoot them.
That's
so once
cool.
we find somebody, then we could work with them.
You're basically like a broker, but you maintain possession.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really cool because for a lot of people who, an estate, for example, the old man passed away, that he's got a couple of handguns.
Yeah.
It's not really any options. Like you export to the States if you can. It's so much of a pain in the butt to do it.
Yeah.
Or sell it to a shooting range for $50, or give it to the cops for free.
Yeah.
Or a movie props guy for also $50. This situation actually happened. I sent people to your guys' business, or to at least try and touch base with you guys over this exact issue with the widow that was trying to deal with her husband's guns. So
yeah, in previous times, what we did was myself and WC Sales down by Vauxhall, we would help people out by stripping their guns and basically letting them sell the package of the stripped guns, but you can't sell the frame.
Right.
Now we're giving them the option to sell the frame, or at the very least, lease it back to themselves, and they can keep the gun in their possession, because if it's an heirloom, they don't want to lose it.
Oh, yeah. Lease it back to you can't inherit them, but I could take ownership and then I lease it back to you.
That's right.
Oh.
And all we have to do is, under our CFO's direct instruction, we could only lease it to them for 1 year.
1 year, yeah.
But then we have to redo it every year. We charge a small fee for that because, of course, it's my time.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing I'm doing this for is for people to get more firearms in their hands and get out there and shoot.
That's awesome.
I'm myself a black badge instructor for IPSC, And like I said, I've already got 3 students that took my courses and are going to be shooting their first matches in the next month.
Wow.
Excellent.
So quick. What kind of guns are they getting? Are they getting shadows, Glocks?
Shadow 2s,
Shadow 2 all the way.
so far. Yeah,
Mhm,
SIG P320s. I have a gentleman that's got a list of 1911s and SIGs and that he wants to get rid of. I had one where it was his father-in-law that wanted to get rid of the gun because he didn't want it in his name anymore. And I actually told him, just go borrow it from your father-in-law, and it doesn't, nothing, there's nothing to do with that or have me involved. And he goes, no, he doesn't want it in his name anymore. So then he just transferred it to me, and then I transferred it to his son-in-law.
Nice.
Interesting.
I didn't even think about the inheritance thing. That's
I didn't think about it until about a week ago myself.
Yeah. Because I've been telling people, like, just leave it with the executor and wait and hope and pray that the laws change, and that's all you can do. But that's a better option. Then you can at least use it.
The problem with the executor situation is the fact that it has a certain time limit, because they say within a certain time, which is usually
reasonable.
Yeah.
It's not a set time, but I think like it's generally accepted like within a couple of years. Because like some estates can take years. Like some estates can take a lot longer, but
But an executor doesn't want to have the responsibility of it, right?
No. Yeah. Huh. Well, that's very interesting.
Yeah, that is intriguing, isn't it?
I'm the only company in Alberta out of the 4 that isn't associated with a shooting range.
Yeah, because the shooting ranges I'm aware of that do that. You buy it, but then it stays at the range. It doesn't really leave. And I would personally, I would rather prefer having the gun at my house and then being able to take it to ranges. It's like like your trailer, right? Your camper or whatever. Having it like half an hour away anytime you want to use it, it's kind of a pain. I would rather just be able to have it at my house and just take it wherever I need to go.
Yeah. And what's the point of paying for a gun, having them store it, having to get their membership, when you could just go in and get a membership and shoot their guns on the wall?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and those other places, do you have to shoot it at their facility, or will they let you check it out to go, say, shoot a match or something?
You have to use it in their facility. They won't let you get ATT.
Yeah, that's
brutal. Because a lot of those ranges don't have a lot of shooting activities. Not enough.
No.
If you want to shoot IPSC or something like that with your handgun, not enough. 3-gun, none of the ranges I'm aware of shoot 3-gun that are loaning them out.
No,
because I'm aware of Phoenix and Edmonton. I'm not aware of it in Calgary. If any of them are doing it,
straight shooters in Calgary.
Straight shooters.
Yes.
Yeah, but they don't have 3-gun there. They just have stand at the line and shoot down range kind of a thing, right?
And that's what I'm basically doing. Anybody that's asking me that just wants to go plinking and stuff, I tell them to go to Phoenix or straight shooters and do it their way.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the hassle or responsibility of just a guy having a gun and then forgetting about it. I want guys that care about their guns, that are going to use them in competition.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But for exactly those people, like, it's absolutely ridiculous to expect them not to have them in their possession, because so much of that training is dry training at home. Like, so much of the fundamentals that you teach yourself to make yourself in any way competitive is dry training at home, is not range time.
Well, and cleaning, imagine like
cleaning,
what do you just like hang out for an hour after the match, and clean it out, and you got to bring all your cleaning stuff. Do they have a spot for you to clean it there? Or tuning, or adding little parts here and there, or I'm going to a 3-gun match, I put the magwell on. I'm going to an IPSC match, take the magwell off. Like that's like at home, that's easy, but at a range, that's the
range. It's just a glorified. Hey, you just queued up a rental gun, basically. That's my rental gun to use.
Rental gun, personal rental gun.
Basically, we're taking that extra step to get a certificate for them, to get them and submit it to the CFO with the borrowing and secondary storage locations. And once they have that, they basically have possession of their firearm.
Yeah.
Yep. Love it.
No, I like that way of doing it better.
That's great.
Yep.
That's simple.
And there's currently only 2 of us doing it. Me in Northern Alberta and Chinook Country in Southern Alberta, which is Lethbridge, Tabor, and that area.
I bet this is the first time. Like, I know that there were some businesses when the handgun freeze first happened. There were some that were talking about it, but then they stopped talking about it and stopped like advertising and doing anything about it. So it's really interesting that it sounds like you've been talking with the CFO and working with them to get this offering out there. It's really interesting to see it out. I'm not sure if this is happening in other places in the country like this.
I was going to say that there's no way our CFO lets us get away with that here. No way.
Yeah. The only one that I'm hearing about is Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan, yeah.
And they want,
that makes sense.
Yeah, and they want a meeting with me about the processes and everything, and they're going to be contacting Terry about it too, and stuff like that. And like I said, it's advantageous to us in Alberta. We've got the best CFO in the country.
You really do.
And it helps when I've known her for probably 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
We need someone like her here when our government flips. Oh my!
You'll never get that, Dustin. Sorry.
No. The government's going to flip.
Well, the government's going to flip. Yeah, but
I would love to have a CFO like yours.
Can you lend to people out of Can you lend to people in BC and Saskatchewan? Or you're limited to just Alberta?
Right now we're just doing Alberta because everything goes through an Alberta CFO.
Yeah.
Lending to other provinces might be a little more difficult. I've never really checked into it because to even get our permits to go to other provinces, we need their CFO approval. And if they're a federal
we have enough
CFO,
people and in Alberta that there's no point leaving here.
So even better yet, just move to Alberta and don't worry about it.
Can't take the weather.
Can't take the weather. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's pluses and minuses, Dustin.
Yeah, there's a lot of minuses for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Well, that's really cool, Ken. I'd imagine you're fielding a couple of inquiries right now about this service.
Oh, yeah. I've got a couple of companies asking me and stuff like that. And all I'm doing is directing them the same way as I did, and I was told. Right. I do have a little bit of an inside track, but there's certain things I can't help them with. But I could give them, like I want everybody to be able to do this.
Yeah, you can point them in the right direction. You're not going to do it for them.
Yeah, pretty much we can't. But the last thing is like right now we've got to be very careful. This is pretty much the Wild West of the guns and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
We don't want them to close the door on us for the sake of just doing it because they saw we found a loophole.
Oh no, they definitely don't like that there's a loophole. That lending loophole. Oh, yeah.
But personal lending has been there since day one. So I really don't think they're going to worry about 4 companies.
Until it becomes 8 and then a lot more. Yeah. Like until people start forming their own little BFLs just for the sake of like. So I don't know. There's
the BFL process is too much of
it's true. It's tumultuous.
Yeah. It's a 6-month process to get your BFL.
Oh, yours was only 6 months? Lucky you.
Yeah, but
I'm in progress.
I did that. I did the interviews. I did their, residence searches. They checked all my gun safes. They checked everything.
Really?
Security, everything.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I did not go through that level of scrutiny. Interesting.
No, this was before Dr. Bryant. This was still a federal CFO.
That's
and then a year later they changed.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Wow, they came and checked all your personal guns, huh?
No, they didn't care about my personal guns.
Oh, they just came and checked your business safes. Yeah.
Oh no, that storage stuff.
Yeah, never mind. Ignore me. I got confused there for a second. I was like, they came and checked your personal.
Yeah, no, I keep my personal guns in a different place.
Yes.
They have no authority or right to check them.
Yes.
But they do have it to check the gun safe and that where I keep the commercial stuff.
Of course. Yeah. Yes. Standard affair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're getting some inquiries from other commercial entities. What about like civilians looking for their what do we call them? Pistolless peasants? Do you get many of them reaching out to you?
I get a lot.
Yeah.
One guy knew me that took a PCC rifle black badge through with me. Unfortunately, his PCC got banned because he owned a Raven. It was OIC banned probably a month after he got it and got it ready to go shoot his first competition. And for 2 years, he basically was gunless. And once he found out about this program, he was hounding me from day one. When are you doing it? How are you going to do it? I'll be your guinea pig, everything. And he was the first guy that got one. And he was so happy. We actually gave him a special individual black badge class to get him bumped from PCC to handgun.
That's cool.
So that he could shoot his first matches.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yep. I see Tony's changed his little bio line there to pistol.
He still has it.
You have
Tony, you not only have a pistol, but you also live in Alberta and have access to this service potentially.
That is
you don't
true.
have any excuses.
Not anymore.
No.
But that's the thing, right? Our growth in IPSC has flattened out quite a bit.
Yeah.
And because of this and a lot of other things, I have, cut down my shooting for the year because I'm going to be focusing on training people all year. I've got a class or two scheduled every month so that we could get as many people as possible out there shooting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And obviously, I already know, but can you tell our listeners what are the requirements? Of course, RPAL is a requirement.
Yes.
What other requirement are there to be a part of your program to land a pistol?
One of the main requirements, of course, the RPAL, because we can't register anything or lend anything to anybody if you don't own one. Secondly, is I am required, as per law, if you're going to take possession of a firearm, you need to have some kind of range membership to show that you're going to be taken to the range, practice, etc.
Yeah.
The extra step I've taken is you need to be an IPSC member in good standing. So that means that you have to have a yearly IPSC membership and you have to have a current black badge. With the black badge safety course, this way I know you're going to be safe with the gun wherever you go.
How did they get the black badge without the gun? Are you letting them get the gun and then immediately take a black badge?
Yep.
That makes sense. I think that.
Or you could borrow a gun and use a friend's gun for the black badge. By taking the course, I just came back from Slave Lake last weekend. I had a class of 3 people. I was supposed to have a class of 6 or 7, but because it was Mother's Day weekend, I understand. People had to cancel. I went out there and I had a great weekend to hang out with a couple of my, instructor friends and stuff. And we had 3 great students, and 2 of the 3 are shooting a Camaros match in 2 weeks. One is going to come just to watch, if not walk on, if he could get into the match. And more than likely, they're going to let him, because when I was on the board of directors for IPSC, we basically have a mandate that we want to allow anybody that shows up to shoot, unless we have way too many people. But these guys are all coming out to shoot it. And one guy's in Slave Lake, one guy was from Edmonton, one guy's from High Prairie. Well, now all of a sudden, when they go practice in the ranges, people are going to look around and say, where did you learn that? What are you doing?
Right.
Right. And then we're going to grow our membership that way. A lot of different things, right? Because if you look at it, all you guys that own handguns or any kind of gun, after you bought it, what kind of training did you ever get?
I mean, I got a lot, but
there was no training.
I got really into firearms.
That's right. So unless you do IPSC for handguns, there was no other training in between.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to go pursue it. It existed, but you really had to go pursue it.
Yes. And that it made it difficult and hard for people to figure out how to get into the sport. And that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, agreed. Cool. Well, I think it's really cool that we've got this option. Do you guys have any other questions for Ken?
No, I'm just pleased you're doing this.
Yeah, this is really cool. And I finally have something to tell people while I'm teaching them how. It's not just borrowing from friends, because a lot of people are like, I don't have any friends that have guns.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you got a friend in Ken.
Yeah, I will be your friend anytime. So, but like you said, for the leasing system, we're not going out to try to make money from the firearms or anything else. It's just for my time for submitting all the paperwork and everything.
Yeah.
And like you said, it is some paperwork. I do understand that.
Yeah. And you know how the government is. If you forget the dot and I, they'll reject it and send it back.
Yep.
Or call me.
Yep.
Get a call from an unknown phone number. Woo. Must be the government.
I know. That's my biggest fear.
Block them.
No,
So-
you got to keep.
Cool.
And you got to. All right. Well,
Yeah. Fantastic. Love that you're doing the service, Ken. Super glad that we got you on so early after announcing it. We'll be sure to share it with our listeners. And not that you need more people emailing you, but there are probably going to be some more people emailing you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. For the people who want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
They can go to my website, www.p3shooting.ca. All my information is on there. Or you can reach me directly, and I'll usually get back to you within an hour. Is ken@p3shooting.ca.
Awesome. Thanks so much for coming on, Ken. And I'm sure some listeners are going to start hammering your e-box here shortly.
It's been a pleasure.
All right. Thanks, Ken.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
And thanks again to Ken from P3 Shooting Specialties for joining us for main topic today. Again, you can reach him at p3shooting.ca, and there's the page for their contact us section. Most of the information for the lending program is so far only coming from the horse's mouth, so you can't really have it on the internet. So do check, and as the volatile situation, so to speak, the details for the program may change anytime. Let's go to listener feedback. We have an email. Kyle, do you mind taking it?
Sure. In the photo, it looks like a few ARs, an AK, and a D60 mag on top. One had previous convictions in Canada but wasn't deported. It's probably good they were caught in the U.S., where they will properly persecute repeat criminals.
I think the U.S. Was the ones that caught these guys on the way out.
I think, they're in New York State, which is, I think these are like illegal in New York too.
And a lot of them were stolen.
Yeah.
And these guys were swinging for the fences though. Like if you're gonna smuggle guns, like don't do one. Just do like
just gonna go for it. Yeah.
I think what was it, like 80 or something like that? 80 guns they were trying to smuggle in.
You think about what those are worth Canadian street value. That's money in that bag.
Yeah.
So
this wasn't the only bag. They actually had several. This was like this is like if anyone looks in any of these bags, you guys are fucked.
Yes.
And they had like 4 of them. They had like gigantic bags like this in the back seat, in the trunk. Like this was.
But it's really good that we've destroyed a bunch of Canadian firearms businesses and people can't buy handguns anymore because the Americans are stopping the gun trade.
Like it didn't get there. It was New York State troopers.
Yeah.
But it's like trying to pass it off as destined for Canada's streets.
Yep. I'm glad
you guys see the every once in a while there'll be like gangland shooting and it's got like a Draco or something like that. It's like I didn't get that from here.
No.
Yeah.
But we know that everybody knows that doesn't change it. But yes, I agree. It is good that they were caught on the American side because they're looking at years.
Put them in prison for a while.
Were they though? Will they not just defer it to Canada?
It's New York. It's New York.
They will do time there.
Yeah.
That's gun charges in New York. Yeah.
Cool. Let's go to YouTube comments. We have a few from the last episode where we had the tenant on. Bruce 6866. Tell Gary he need to change your smoke alarm battery. Beep. That's the poor Sean speaking out. I was thinking about that too. I wasn't too sure if it was his or not.
I was going to mention it at the end, but I forgot. Still tell Gary to get you some 9-volt batteries.
You have to change them though. That's the service you need to provide. Rooster 6271. Great show. Thanks for what you do. I also don't see him as Sean or the tenant. I see him as a patriot doing everything he can to preserve our farmer heritage. We owe him a lot for what he did.
Yeah.
I would agree. And then we have the homeworks from Eddie. I never knew that tradition, and I wouldn't want to kiss a bloody dead bird. That's talking about everyone had to kiss the bird after the hunt.
There's all sorts of things like that. Kiss the fish, eating hearts, all sorts.
Fair enough. I guess, well, it depends on how bloody it is. I guess it's probably fine. And then Eddie on the Ottawa spending $728K on the red flag promotion. Some liberal friends got rewarded. This brings back memory of HRDC scandal. What is that one?
Is that the sponsorship scandal, perhaps?
I think so. Yeah.
That's the most famous of the liberal scandals that brought down the previous government, the previous level of government. I think that's just timing, though. Like they seem like they can get away with some shit, and
there's like a dozen scandals going on. They don't even care. They're like, we're stealing hundreds of millions of dollars.
SNC Lavalin.
Yeah.
One of those should have been good enough. No, not really. No.
Eddie saying, Sean, ever so grateful for your audio leak on Gun Grab Gary. Narcissistic, absolute hate being embarrassed like that. We need to keep up the pressure on Gary and his ilk.
That's right.
Yep. That's like his group.
Yeah.
It's like, it's derogatory.
Like
it's like scumbags like him. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Tony learns English every day. Tony, you're getting a sumber already? Are you from Harbin? Do you have anything about Harbin? Like, is there a joke about Harbin or something?
Well, it's way up north. It's cold.
But it's funny because ever since I came here, like, I didn't know the sun shined that bright until I came here. I don't know if it's a like a latitude thing or it's just a pollution thing.
It's smog in Shanghai. It's
all the smog. So like there's natural UV protection. Like I don't remember the last time in China that using the sun visor was a necessity compared to here where it's necessary every single day.
And
so
that's
sunglasses.
Something. Yeah. Did you know that Edmonton is Harbin's sister city?
Yes, I do know that because it's an oil thing, right?
I thought it was just cold.
That too.
Well, I think for Calgary it was an oil thing. It's a different city. Daqing, I think. 9mm NATO is not the enemy's caliber; it's the allies' caliber, and previously one enemy's caliber who has since become an ally. Even the U.S. has adopted it. Well, speaking from Norinco's perspective, I think it's more of an enemy's caliber. Is that right?
Everybody's shooting everything these days.
I'm pretty sure the Chinese service sidearm, if that is one. I think there is one, but I just
they don't make it 9mm. No, they use some weird proprietary ammo for both their handgun and their rifle.
I know the rifle does. The rifle is in 5.8.
Yeah,
I thought
the handgun's not 9mm. I have the current gen in 9mm, but that's an export only version. They do something else that's weird.
I know they issued the Hong Kong police was the 9mm ones, but that's more of it's a police thing, so that makes sense too. Sponsor links. If you want to buy something from Bass Pro Canada or Brownells, we have the sponsor links on our webpage. Going there before you make your purchase will give us a little kickback, and we appreciate that. And we'll get you read your purchase soon enough anonymously, so you wouldn't need to be embarrassed about what you bought. But we will judge you anonymously. That is.
We won't judge them anonymously. We'll
judge you in public, but your name won't be there for us to know who you are. How about that? That sounds more correct.
And we don't get access to people's information. It's purely anonymous through the platform.
Yeah. So the platform,
we couldn't identify you if we wanted to, unless you tell us what you bought. Then we will be able to identify you.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. And a big thanks to our supporters on Patreon. If you'd like to support us, you can find us on Patreon. If you'd like to email the show, send them to slamfireradio@gmail.com. Shoutouts and recommendations, everyone.
Yeah, I've got two. I want to shout out Silvercore Outdoors. Go check them out for gun stuff. They're really awesome for gun training. And if you need to get a pal or our pal in the Lower Mainland, their place. Good place. And also shout out to Trevor F. Not the Trevor Furlot that we know, but another Trevor F. who I know will be listening to this when we post it. So
cool.
Yeah.
Kyle?
No, I don't have anything.
Adriel,
I'll shout out or recommend the Repercussion series that C and Arsenal has been releasing. This is their mostly cap and ball Colts and that kind of thing. Like
cool.
Yeah, like the stuff from the mid 1850s and that kind of thing. They've been doing like these long, hour-long videos. If you like to fall asleep to YouTube, boy, let me tell you, gold mine right here.
These will get the trick done.
Let Matthias lull you to sleep as he talks about different Colt permutations of different revolvers. Anyways, yeah, check it out. C and Arsenal's got their Repercussion series on YouTube. Definitely worth taking a look at.
Cool. I will give a shout out again to Ken at P3 Shooting Specialties. I've known about P3 for a bit because Taylor and Mel are both pro staff for them and they're sponsored shooters. So it's like, what is this about? Never heard of this store, but they're doing great stuff. And maybe I'll get my hands on the 1911 I want one day. We'll see. It is
the one that you've been talking about for forever.
For forever.
You won't let us. You compare everything against that. You won't let us talk about anything else.
I didn't say you can't talk about anything else, but that's just what we compare. We've raised the bar. So that's great. All right. Join our Discord server. Watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I believe our podcasting is getting fixed, so you might not be able to get this soon
we're
enough.
Supposed to mention that at the start. Did I put a note in there? No, I didn't. I meant to. The podcast app isn't working on the website, so it's not feeding stuff through.
Oh,
the
so
RSS.
Listen to us on it's the plugin that we use to attach it to and build the RSS.
Okay, so watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and listen to us on YouTube. I guess will be the blast platform for that.
Turn your screen off. Play it then.
Sure.
Pretend.
That's a video podcast anyways. They should be watching anyways.
Yeah.
Sometimes we show cool stuff. Join the CCFR, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Maybe.
Hi, Kelly.
So if you have any comments or questions for the show, please send an email to slamfireradio@gmail.com. Now go grab a gun and shoot something.
When the talking is over, it's time to get a gun.